I can't use AI, I can't use Google or any other search engine, and I can't use premade assets. So everything has to be done by hand by me in an hour. The first game in this challenge is going to be the memory game. The penalty for basically losing the challenge is to basically give gift subs on Twitch. So per challenge that I lose, I'm gonna give one sub, essentially. Let's create a 2D scene. Okay, runtime. So for starters, I need to basically make the scene itself. So I should have made a control, honestly. So let's change the type, control, so it's easier. Let's say full rect. Okay. Let's save this as the game scene. For now, I don't need it to be that organized. We are basically emphasizing on speed. Okay, control. Let me see. Do we have a sort of grid? We should have. We have a grid container, so I can just say for this to be centered and it will expand. Okay, something like this. Eventually we can adjust the UI itself. So let me see. If I add a child, that's gonna be an image. So I'm gonna open a sprite. Editor Rio here. So yeah, essentially now I'm going to design the cards and everything like that. And yeah, it's a long process and nothing is to gain here. So I'm just going to fast forward this with some elevator music. Hope you enjoy. Right, now how can I divide this? I think it's basically just saying that this should be an animated texture rect. If I'm not mistaken. Let me see. If I give you this texture. Yeah. Hey, me again. So yeah, basically I found out that there's no way for to do what I was trying to do in texture rects, where you can put a sprite sheet or something like that and divide it manually. So I came up with a solution to, in a sprite, divide the sprites into separate frames and then exporting them as separate PNGs. And yeah, basically I'm gonna fast forward through that process again. See you soon. Yeah, there we have. So we have cards 1 through 9, which makes sense. So if I were to say all of these will have this texture, can I do a, I can do a replace like this. Okay, that makes my life easier. Can I make this align to the center? I can't. Let's increase the separation of the layers. And I might increase the scale to which they have. Oh, I can't do it like this. Scale, yeah. I can't scale them up separately. Oh well. For now, let's not worry about it. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna do it like this. Yeah, I'm gonna delete those. I'm going to then scale this up if I can. I cannot. Okay, that makes sense. Minimum, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Let's create then a Okay, I'm gonna cut through here again. So essentially I'm gonna implement the base class for the controller, implement the prefab logic, and yeah, that's basically it. And then test out how it works on the first run. So yeah, gonna speed up again, be right back. Okay, if I did it correctly, I should not need to do any changes. How are we on clock? 36 minutes left. Okay, we can do this. Let me just test if this works. Okay, you have an error in the debug. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I didn't initialize the dictionary. I never do that apparently. It's used equals new dictionary. And okay. Okay. It instantiated one card and then it gave an error. Huh? Oh, funny thing, it gave me an error, but it's not associated to my code. Something weird with the C# interpreter in Godot. I essentially spent a few minutes trying to debug that, trying to get Visual Studio to work with the Godot project. It didn't work, so yeah, just gonna skip that ahead. I'm dumb as heck. Of course, this is not creating anything. It's just made to create a single card. For int I equals 0, I lesser than, it's 16, right? I plus plus. Okay, now it should work. Okay, it went until index was out of range, must be non-negative value. And less than the size of the collection. Index was out of range, must be non-negative. That makes no sense. So to give a brief explanation, I was using the wrong key. Essentially, I'm gonna spare you all the details, but yeah, I essentially switched the key eventually to the instance ID of the texture to make a better comparison. So yeah, I'm gonna fast forward again. Will it work now? Okay, it does. It's kinda randomized, and I don't see any repeats beyond 2, so yeah. Okay, let's just do it. Oops, I didn't mean to open Visual Studio Code. How are we on time? 26 minutes. Okay, I can do this. I'm gonna go into the card and I'm gonna attach a new script called card. It's gonna be in the runtime. Wait, where did I spawn the script? Oh, it's in the root folder. Oh well, I'll organize it eventually. Okay. Var export private texture 2D. I'll just skip the the details on how I created the card script, since yeah, you guys can watch that in the full clip that's unedited. So yeah. That's quite the work. Let's see what I can make. We have 15 minutes left. Well, that's the thing. Field create cards, object reference not set when instance of an object. On what line? Oh, I know. Shown cards and spawned cards is list cards. Shown cards. Yeah. That makes sense. It was trying to add something that wasn't declared. Okay. Oh. Okay, it's kinda bugged. What? Yeah, so essentially the cards were now spawning, but yeah, still a few glitches with essentially matching the pairs, so let's just skip that ahead, since we are already on a really long video. Let me see if that doesn't trigger anything. Okay. What the heck? Oh. This time I got right. Well, there's still some issues. There's still some issues, and it's annoying. It's almost there. I can see that, but there's things missing, so I think I'm gonna fail the challenge. Just because I'm missing something. And that's fine, honestly. It's been fun just doing the challenge. Let me see. I know I'm eventually gonna find this error after I'm done with the challenge. Spoiler warning, I actually did find the answer before the challenge ended. Let's skip to that, since there's a lot of basically talking on how I was trying to think of the solution, and it's kind of boring. So yeah. Okay. Oh. Then why didn't you reveal... Crap. I misclicked something. You should be able to... This should be working, right? It gave it true, so last clicked cards and card were matching, and they should be showing. Oh, because I'm dumb, I'm resetting it. I'm resetting it before I show it. Okay, but you should also be hiding it. Okay. Makes sense why that's happening. Okay, that wasn't a match. I know the time is running out. Oh, I saw it here. Okay. Seems like it worked. Yeah, 4 was here. Okay, 5 is there. This is the 1. This is 7. Okay, 7 and 7. 6. 6 and 6. 2. 3 and 1. Yeah, it worked. With 20 seconds left. Okay, that was really cutting it close. So now I leave this question. Did I pass the challenge? Because I didn't put a gameplay loop. I only made it so we can flip the cards and show them. And there it goes, the timer, done. So yeah, I'll leave it in your hands. Did I pass the challenge or did I not? Since we don't have a way to restart the game, we don't have a timer, we just have it spawning cards, and you can basically flip them over. And even so, the flipping over isn't perfect because we don't have a waiting time before we hide the cards. So yeah, I'll leave it up in your hands. And yeah, so let's see what the next challenge brings us, but I'm happy I managed to do at least this in an hour. And yeah, I thank you all for watching. If you did like, please leave a like, subscribe, and do comment what other games or other coding challenges I should do and in what time. Be reasonable, please. But yeah, I want to see your comments on that. And yeah, I'll see you guys on next time. I'm Leo, and class is dismissed.